You are now dialed in with the Dial Brothers.
Welcome to the Dialed In Show. This is episode 26 of season 2. How you doing, Steven?
I'm good. Apparently better than you.
Yeah, I'm my head's all messed up. I'm tired, but we here and pushing through. We are in episode 26 of season 2. Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do next week, but we might have a surprise for y'all next week.
Yeah, because you're gonna be here in Dallas.
Yeah. So I guess there'll be we've only done that maybe 2 times. I think once at mom's house, once on the cruise, but I don't think we
We
never
did
put
it in
that
your
out.
office. We did it in your office.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. So the Dialed In Show is, how do they say it sometimes when you say not taking on Dallas, or what's the word?
I don't know.
But we will be from Dallas next week, both of
Are you
us.
looking forward to visiting Dallas?
I actually am. I've got a little bit of a not hectic week before coming to Dallas, but got the Peachtree Road Race on Friday, which I'm excited about, but at the same time, it's like I kind of don't feel like doing that.
Just finish for the medal. Just finish for the medal.
Side note, and I told myself, I said, no, you are going to go out there and do those 6 miles. Watch this. For some reason, and maybe because there's going to be so many people, they sent an email saying you can pick up your medal before the race. I said,
don't do that. At the very least, jog to finish the race. Don't do that.
Oh no,
that would be so fake. You would feel so bad about yourself.
I said, you telling me I can go get the medal on Wednesday and then just go to the finish line on Friday? Man,
Don't.
But yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that.
But please stay hydrated.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. So, I might not crash out. I might crash on the plane coming to Texas.
Yeah. All right. So, thank you guys for joining the show. You ain't got to say what happened, Micah, but this is funny because this is involving criminals. Your boy Massey got caught.
It was his fault, though. He did too much philandering, if that's the word.
I don't know if that's the word.
he was showing himself too much.
Yeah, and clearly something is wrong. Like something's wrong, because going on Instagram Live, and I understand he was trying to tell his side of the story, but going on live, I think he had been seen on social media like 2 or 3 times. Yeah.
He really kind of is a G, a thug, like a.
Is he? He got caught.
Well, he got caught, but I'm saying it's almost, for the amount of time that he stayed out, it's almost like taunting the police. Like, hey, y'all can't catch me. So how did they end up finding him?
I don't know. I just know. I don't know. And then Derek Groves is the only person left. I did not think he would be the last man standing.
Oh, wait. There's still another man out?
Remember, it was 2 out.
Oh, I don't know why. Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought this guy was the last one.
No.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, like he yeah, it's still one more guy. I think a lot of people thought Massey was going to be the last to get caught. So a serial escapee who vanished from New Orleans jail on May 16th was arrested last Friday. Derek Groves is the last remaining person. Massey was most recently charged with vehicle theft and domestic abuse involving strangulation. According to police, 33-year-old was captured in a rental property in the Holly Grove neighborhood of New Orleans. According to Deputy U.S. Marshal, he was arrested just miles from the jail where he and other inmates broke out. See, he was hiding in plain sight.
But you can't do that forever. Derek Tail is gone.
Who is Derek?
Derek Groves.
Oh, I'm like, who's
He
Derek?
he gone. He
And
gone.
if you look up his name on social media, I guess law enforcement may have said he may be growing out his hair for a disguise, and people have been photoshopping so many different hairstyles
Mm,
on him. Yeah, Groves he stayed quiet. He let Massey steal the show,
hmm
and now Groves may be in Mexico.
Yeah, or somewhere Canada. He found the Underground Railroad. Something. He found his way out. He said, and that's why you always need a fool to be part of your plan, like Massey, because they gonna get all the attention. You let them get the attention, and you gone. You clear
Oh,
across the country.
is that what it is?
Yeah. So, side note to either of us, if we find ourselves in a situation like that, make sure we escape with a fool, but then leave him. It's a movie, and I don't remember the name of it. Or was it like a series? I don't know if it was on Netflix or what, but there was these two white. Oh, remember I told you about it because the woman helped them to get out, and
Mm,
she was an ugly woman, and she helped them to escape, but and they was manipulating her, making her think that they liked her and stuff,
mm.
but end up one of them he got killed, and I think the other one still ended up back in prison, and the woman ended up in
Mm.
prison. Like this stuff does not ever end well.
It wasn't called Prison Break, was it?
Nah, that's I know what you're talking about.
It was
Nah,
like a series, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man.
Ah,
When's the last time you got a speeding ticket?
I don't ever get a speeding ticket. No, it's been it might have been 10 years.
Oh wow, good for you.
I definitely no, yeah, it might at the very least more than 6 years. I haven't gotten a
Mm.
speeding ticket in Dallas. But yeah, so
You
this
older,
guy
you ought the older you get, the better you ought to do.
that is true, depending on the driver. So this
Yeah.
guy was speeding to a funeral in Louisiana. It's crazy. Our first two stories are Louisiana stories. Speeding to a funeral, and the cop pulled him over for speeding, and it ended up in kind of a viral moment where the guy really didn't know how to tie his tie. He was heading to a funeral, and the cop is seen on camera tying this man's tie. Thought that
Okay.
was pretty cool,
And
especially when we have so many negative stories.
yeah. Yeah, I was emailing police this morning, but just because I'm unable to see the picture, what are these people's ethnicity?
What you think?
A black guy and a white cop?
Uh huh.
Oh wow, and it's horrible that that's what I think, and that's
But
what it
I think,
is.
but that actually makes it better. That makes
Yes
it
and
better.
no.
I'm saying in the moment where there's so much negativity around law enforcement and
Yeah, I'm
people.
just saying. I just hate that he didn't know how to tie his doggone tie.
Oh, I thought you meant the fact that he pulled him over or something.
Nah, nah. If he was speeding, he deserved to
You
be
know,
pulled
Nikki,
over.
I've met multiple adults who don't know how to tie a tie, and I'm like, you can look on YouTube now. Like,
Oh
I
yeah,
understand that, like, okay, historically, your dad teaches you how to tie a tie. You can look on TikTok how to tie a tie now. Like, there's no
yeah. I'm just saying it just feeds into a narrative and a stereotype that
I
the
mean, it's
black
white people who don't know how to tie a tie.
sure, but it wasn't a white person in the video.
Hmm.
It
Now,
was a
my
black
question, I'm
person.
looking at the story. Do you still give him a speeding ticket?
Well,
Instead of just issuing a ticket, the deputy stepped in to help tying the man's tie on the side of the road. Photo went viral. Okay, but did he give him a ticket? I don't
and
know if he still gave him a ticket.
now see, if I was the deputy, I would have followed him. Like, let's just say he didn't give him the ticket.
Well, he's in dress clothes, so
That
okay, at
don't
the
mean
very
nothing.
least, I'm saying okay,
So
he wasn't
okay,
in a no, he wasn't in a t-shirt and jeans. That and one, that's profiling, following, and then two, okay, he wasn't like he was dressed for an event, clearly.
all right. So now I know every time I have on a suit, let me speed, and if I get pulled over, I'm gonna say I'm a pastor and I'm rushing to the funeral.
That would be
Officer,
lying.
he could have been lying. That's what I'm saying. He should have followed him.
You don't know if he didn't.
I would have followed him, and I'd have been like, "You done went to your
Following
mama
him is a bit
house."
much because that means one, you think he was lying. Two, why are you following a black man? So
I'm
no, that
following.
just would have led to more. No.
I'm following a man who I suspected lied to me.
Why are you the way you are?
That's all it is. Is
Why are you the way you
I
are?
don't see anything wrong with that, and I
Why would
really
you
need you
follow him to the funeral?
to see if he really was going to a funeral.
I'm sending you the picture. Why?
Because I
Why?
don't believe him. I don't know another way to say that to you.
That's not good.
Um. Oh. That Negro know how to tie a tie.
What?
He know how to tie a tie. This was fake. He know how to tie a tie.
Why was it fake?
I'm being nice. I'm giving him credit by saying I think he know how to tie a tie.
Why do you think it was fake? So you think, oh, he was about to get in trouble, so he was like, let me make up a story. That is very not good, Micah.
Y'all, he's a nice looking young African American. Um, he
Why do
he
you think he was lying? That's bad.
now he for sure would not have gotten that warning if he ain't had any dress clothes on,
He
and
wouldn't have what? He wouldn't have what?
he wouldn't have got just a warning if he hadn't had him dress clothes on. And now, correct me if I'm wrong, and I just don't know how to keep up
Yeah,
with all these trends and
Saint
stuff.
Tammany Parish is
I,
the department.
I don't know how to keep up with all these trends and stuff. I thought we're not supposed to wear the black Air Force Ones.
Black Air Force Ones and oh, I was about to say my camera ain't refocused. Black Air Force Ones are have a stereotype with them. That means you ready to rumble. You down
You know what
with
I'm
the
saying?
get
You
down.
you you bad.
He wore some black Air Force Ones because it was black shoes to the suit, sir. Why are you so critical of this man?
I gave him credit and said I think he
You
does know how
just
to tie a
said
tie.
he knows how to tie a tie, so he was lying. Why are you saying he was lying about going to a funeral?
Okay, this is my other question. Now see, this is why he every guy. I'm not the one who pulled him over because I just said, so when you was gonna tie the tie?
He might have had somebody tie the damn tie at the funeral. I had to tie somebody tie at your daddy funeral. Outside the church. So what do you mean?
I know because you was tripping. I
So okay, same situation. He was gonna find somebody to tie it there.
I guess. I guess. You need to give me context on this next thing in our run of show because I was about to read it without realizing what it said, and you would have got me in trouble. Because the way that I was about to read it, I was about to say, F them kids.
That's there is a book that this woman was reading, and the book is you need to hang because we're gonna have to bleep it. You really need to listen to the video.
The
Like,
title of the book, that's the title of the book.
yes, but the pages of the book are kind of funny. It's like realistic to what an adult would be. Click the video real quick and just turn the audio on low.
So,
You,
it's a book for adults.
I don't think the book's for children.
Hold on.
Man, fuck them kids. These kids are bad as fuck. Parents are looking ass enough. If you're slow, you should know. I'm here to catch
Can you hear this?
Low. I can hear low.
And if they start acting bad, you should know just what to do. Parents nowadays
But-
fucking baby shit. Just
Oh.
I'm beating ass if you let me.
Y'all look at this
Just
video.
just letting you know I'm beating your kid, hey, if you let me babysit.
Man, fuck them kids.
But man, F them kids. I mean that with all my heart. This is crazy.
This
Somebody
can't be
just
a real book.
Somebody just let
It
all
says,
their thoughts out.
Charlie
into this
Mack's
book.
bold new children's book, Man, F Them Kids, goes viral after selling out in record time.
Man, this was really genius. This man that made all kind of money doing this.
The pages to the book are interesting.
Hmm. And a kid would accidentally pick this up and read it. It looks like a cartoon book.
Yeah. All right. Do you think they went too far with this book?
No, I mean, now I can see the argument of now. I doubt this was sold in stores. I don't,
I mean,
I don't know.
nowadays the internet is a store. What do you
Oh, okay,
mean?
well, yeah. Um, I mean, the idea is people are like, oh, you probably don't want kids reading this, but
Yeah, it's not a children's book, I guess.
but okay, then there's a whole lot of stuff you can take off the internet then.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think it's funny. It's comedy, just
Definitely
like
is.
a whole lot of other stuff is comedy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the book, man, F them kids. Wow. Just oof.
Just go straight for the juggler. It was yeah, and there were real stories about how adults get frustrated with children.
maybe like an adult would give another adult that book at like a baby shower or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that would be a
Like
great
a
gift to
joke.
give and
Yeah.
expecting parents.
Yeah. It's
Like,
like this is how you're gonna feel in a couple of years.
yeah, that's funny. Or give it to your child on their birthday and say, "This is how I really feel about you."
Like on their 18th birthday.
No, like their ninth birthday.
Oh wow. Why would you do that?
Just and then laugh about it. Say, "Ha ha," ha,"
Ain't no haha. What do you mean?
and then tell them, give me the book back. You don't get to keep it. Give me the book back."
Oh,
But
okay. Oof. All right. So this last story is we got to put in context because they're actually, as of this taping, I think about to vote. Um, we in journalism don't call it big beautiful bill. We just say Trump's spending bill or however you want to word it, or you say so-called big beautiful bill. So I thought the Elon Musk Trump beef was over, and it's not really over. Elon Musk basically saying like he's still gonna like fight against people who vote to pass this bill. Are you shocked
mm,
by that?
I I think at this point it is fair to say, even though, like you said, it seemed as if at first they made up.
Hmm.
I kind of agree with Trump now that he's kind of lost his mind. I'm talking about Elon Musk.
What do you mean?
Because what is he doing? It's like he's okay. You was all for Trump, now then you was
Mhm.
against them, and
But
then you
he's
called him
against him on this topic. He's not against Trump.
some of the way he attacked Trump
Oh yeah, he went
after he
in
left.
and then
That
apologized. That nah.
so yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, at this point, yeah, you a little cuckoo, Elon, because
Well, he might have been a little cuckoo before then. So like,
maybe,
what changed?
maybe. And what's interesting to me is when they brought up about Elon Musk possibly being on drugs,
Hmm.
that Trump kind of somewhat defended him. He didn't defend him, but Trump, and I don't care what people say about him. Trump don't like drugs.
Yeah.
His brother was an alcoholic and stuff like that. He,
Hmm.
he really does not like drugs. So I'm surprised that he didn't kind of like really hammer down on Elon about the whole drug thing.
Hmm.
But I don't know. Uh Now, one thing that it is making Elon seem true on is that he truly does care about cutting spending.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like.
Huh.
And he's saying that this would add to the deficit. And at this point, you don't know who to believe.
We just printing money, man.
You
Like,
don't know who to believe because the Republicans say, oh, the Dems are adding to the deficit. The Dems say the Republicans are adding to the deficit. And it's like, you
mhm.
know what? I think all of y'all are adding to the deficit.
Well, no, everyone is adding to the deficit. We add to the deficit every doggone year. But I think Democrats are saying with this one, like this one, I mean, what did Rand Paul said, the estimate just for next year is adding X trillions of dollars, which is like high. Yeah, we're just printing money at this point. Like we're always gonna be in debt. Like America's never not gonna be in debt. That's just a fact. We're not.
That's ridiculous. At what point do you say we only are bringing in 4 trillion? You can't spend more than 4 trillion.
Mhm.
Like both sides want what they want to spend money on. It's just like something's got to be cut. Or you got to raise taxes, which I'm not in favor of that. And I know I'm sounding like a Republican right now.
So that's not sounding like a Republican. I think we get so divided by like, I don't want to say ideology, but things like there are things that both sides agree with. Like there are Democrats and Republicans who think we don't need to raise taxes and think we don't need to do certain things. So I want to just make it a party thing. Um, but okay, you talk about cuts. That's political football because some people don't believe that these entitlements. If you watch House of Cards, when Frank Underwood was president, he was talking about, "Hey, we just got to stop it. You ain't you." He said, "You are guaranteed nothing." Like some people think, okay, I pay taxes my whole life, so when I retire, I'm supposed to get something back. And then others say you're not entitled to anything. So, well, what would you cut? Is the thing. Some people want to cut military spending because I mean that's the huge chunk of our budget. But then you'll say, "Oh, we're not prepared for to be the greatest military in the world." Military budget is insane, and the DoD has not passed an
Passed an
audit
audit.
in a number of years, and so that's the argument. The argument is not about so much about, oh, we're spending too much. It's about, well, what do you cut and what do you save?
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's like you say, we'll never get it right. Well, you didn't say that. I'm not trying to put words in your mouth. You didn't say that.
Please, dog, you trying to get me fired?
But I'm saying we'll never get it right. It's the last time we had a balanced budget was with the Miss Lewinsky's affair partner.
Why? I gotta start back reading that book. I stopped.
Which one?
The First Gentleman book. It
Oh,
was
you
going good.
you
I
like
bought
it?
it. I mean, it's straight. I
Hmm.
don't like stories, so the fact that I'm able to read it is good. Because I don't like fake stories.
Yeah, just
Huh,
tell yourself it's
You
not
probably
fake.
read 2 chapters.
If that, well, lately I've not been reading because of my eyes, but I I outside of what I have to read for the Bible, I ain't been reading, and a lot of that I've been reading on the computer.
You said outside of what I have to read for the Bible,
uh,
outside of what you have to read for work.
yeah,
You
sure.
said outside of what I have to read for the Bible, I haven't been reading.
Mm-mm. And it's funny because people at church are starting to tell me, they're like, "You can't see." When I be reading from my Bible, I'd be like,
Well, you
but
need to rectify that. We tried to rectify that. You want to do something different, but we won't go there.
I had surgery instead of glasses.
And where has that gotten you?
It lasted for a few years. But it wore off. They told me it wasn't gonna wear off till I was 40. So now I'm wondering, am I like Benjamin Buttons? Is that right? Where you aged in reverse? It's like, is that right? Or when they got
Yeah,
old quick?
I think he aged in reverse, right?
Either way, I'm like, oh my goodness, am I 40 on the inside now? And if I am, when am I gonna die? Like,
What?
and not to say it all on here, but I've got traumatic experience with my eye in what the doctor told me she saw in my eye. So it really is in the back of my head, like, oh Lord, how long am I gonna be here?
Well, you're gonna need glasses. That's what you're gonna need.
I
Because
hope
you ain't
that's
about
all
to
it
go
is.
get LASIK again.
No, because I had a horrible experience.
It's not even
Um,
about that. I don't think you need to do it twice. Is it the same eye or the other eye?
it's the same eye.
Yeah, no.
Mess around and come out blind.
You better get some. Is it only reading or is it in general?
If I've had a long day, I can tell if I'm driving or something that I can't see as good. I can see good enough to drive, but I can tell stuff start. Or sometimes if I'm looking at something at a distance I might have to be like, but it's mainly like trying to read a book. Oh, nah.
Then first, why don't you first just go to the dollar store and buy some readers?
They don't work. I've tried.
Oh, well, that ain't good.
I
Yeah,
think
you
it's
need to wear
because
glasses.
I need prescription. I remember it's something with the astigmatism and stuff. I need a prescription. Just the glasses and
Or you could wear contacts. I just can't do the
oh
pull
no.
out, put in. I can't do it. Ew, I
No.
can't do it.
I'm not gonna do that.
Mm.
And I'm not good with stuff like that. I end up not taking them out when I'm supposed to and stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, growing up, you have friends who had contacts, and like they would, because they were lazy and didn't want to pull them out. Like I had a friend who like wore one pair of contacts for like 2 weeks straight without taking them out. I'm like, your eyes are gonna be messed up. All right, one last thing before we wrap up, and I'm still in this from another podcast, so I want to be transparent. Everybody got a podcast, so I don't want somebody to be like, oh, they talked about this on another podcast. But there's an interesting discussion I saw before I went to sleep last night. I think I gotta remember, but I think it was a black woman and a white woman on a podcast. And they said they think this is a black only thing. When you get a pot or a pan, when you like say you are filling the pot to boil water for spaghetti or something, do you rinse out the pot, pour the water out, and then fill the pot again? Or do you just use the water that you initially put in the pot? I rinse it out. I put water in it, pour it out, and then put water in it again.
Yeah, but I think most of the time I do that. Swish it
But-
around real quick and
But
pour
the
it out.
white woman asked, is that because you think it's dust in the pot? Like if the pot is cleaned and put in a cabinet, then why are you cleaning it out if it's already been cleaned? Which is an interesting question.
Well, okay, white woman.
It ain't about. I'm saying
No, I'm not
if
trying to
you
be mean.
clean
I'm
the
about,
pot, if you cleaned the pot,
but
it is
listen,
clean,
I'm
and
not
you
trying
put
to
it in a cabinet so it's not exposed to air. Then why
listen.
are we rinsing it out?
Listen, and I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I'm just answering the white woman question. Our top wasn't on the pot.
But it's in a cabinet.
You ain't never seen a bug in your cabinet?
Thankfully, no.
You ain't never seen a bug in your cabinet.
No.
Never
No.
is crazy.
I will tell the truth. No. A bug in the house? Yes. In the cabinet? Heck no.
So how it would make you think that it ain't
It could, but I ain't see it in there.
oh well.
So you're saying you do it for cleanly? Okay, but if it was a bug,
watch this. Now, growing up in not even just our parents, you go to grandparents' house and stuff, you get a cup, they say rinse that cup out.
yeah,
That's
that's what I'm saying. She was asking, is that a black thing? And it seemed like it is. I think.
Oh, well.
I don't know.
But the reason I brought up the cup, I'm saying the same thing because your grandparents saying you all know it could have been a bug in that cabinet.
Okay, but use that same energy. You rinse it. You just rinse it out with water. That didn't clean it.
Well,
I'm saying we're just rinsing it out with water.
Yeah.
You ain't put no soap in there. You ain't put no
Yeah.
disinfectant.
Yeah, but what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
So why you rinsing it out?
All right, you eat some roach legs and stuff.
You would see that.
Might not.
Then what don't kill you make you stronger? What you mean?
Yeah, I don't know, but I think I've said this to you before, but remember, do y'all eat, and I don't know how many of y'all are watching us, but do y'all eat hard mints or soft peppermints?
You did ask that. I think there's white people who eat soft peppermints. Why? Black people eat both. So what's the question?
Me and mother were told that white people don't eat the soft ones.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know why they don't. Or why
It's
they
white
were.
people who eat soft peppermints.
Well, and we talking about specifically the white and red soft ones that when you put in your mouth, it melts. It's like soft.
Why don't they?
I don't know. Well, we do a lot of stuff different. White people, black people, Hispanic, Asian. Everybody have their own twist of how they do things.
Okay. Well, okay.
Short episode today, y'all.
Well, I was trying to push. I was trying to stretch. I
don't think you can push for another 15 minutes.
Oh, no. I'm not going another 15 minutes. Short episode, guys.
I wonder how Paula Deen is doing.
What? That is the most random question. Oh,
I don't know what made me think about that.
don't just try to fill just to fill.
No,
We gave them a decent show, and that's what they get.
no, it's just when I said y'all, it made me think about Paula Dean.
You said, I wonder how Paula Dean is. I don't know. Let's see how old she is. Is she still on TV?
Nah. She started a YouTube channel and she would do videos, but I
Oh.
don't even think she does videos on YouTube anymore. And she could, I don't know. I could be wrong.
She's 78. Huh. Oh, she made a post yesterday.
Mhm.
She made a post yesterday, I think, about her son. I used to like watching Paula Dean.
Yep. Then she got comfortable and said nigger.
Oh my God, you said it on what?
I said it with the A. I didn't say it with the ER.
Oh my God.
And that was just a quote. I was quoting what she said. And I don't remember what did she say I love him or what did she say?
She was celebrating her son's birthday yesterday. Oh my God, you just said that like it was nothing. You said then she got comfortable saying, oh my God. With that, thank you guys for watching this episode of the Dialed In Show. We'll see you same time together next week.
Lord willing, creek don't rise.
Oh my God.
Bye-bye.